Be not afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. Dig the well before you are thirsty. It's better to be without a book than to believe a book entirely. Giving a man a fish is not equal to teaching a man to fish. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. It's better to make slow progress than no progress at all. A man who asks is a fool for 5 minutes. A man who never asks is a fool for life. A little impatience will spoil great plans. Patience is a bitter plant, but its fruit is sweet. A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. If you are patient in one moment of anger, you will escape 100 days of sorrow. A man who cannot tolerate small misfortunes can never accomplish great things. A wise man makes his own decisions, but an ignorant man mindlessly follows the crowd. An inch of time is an inch of gold, but you can't buy that inch of time with an inch of gold. He who thinks too much about every step he takes will always stay on one leg. In a group of many words, there is bound to be a mistake somewhere in them. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. Listening well is as powerful as talking well, and is also as essential to true conversation. When the heart is at ease, the body is healthy. 100 no's are less agonizing than one insincere yes. A smile will gain you 10 more years of life. He who cheats the earth will be cheated by the earth. I was angered, for I had no shoes. Then I met a man who had no feet. One beam, no matter how big, cannot support an entire house on its own. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. The more acquaintances you have, the less you know them. Tell me and I'll forget, show me and I may remember, involve me and I'll understand. If you want to find out about the road ahead, then ask about it from those coming back. Do not confine your children to your own learning, for they were born in another time. Learning is a weightless treasure you can always carry easily. Teachers open the door, but you must enter by yourself. Married couples tell each other 1,000 things without speech. If you are planning for a year, sow rice. If you are planning for a decade, plant trees. If you are planning for a lifetime, educate people. Small men think they are small, Great men never know they are great. If you want your children to have a peaceful life, let them suffer a little hunger and a little coldness. It is easy to open a store, the hard part is keeping it open. A good name is better than a good face. Fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. To know another is not to know the person's face, but to know the person's heart. Ripe fruit falls by itself, but it doesn't fall in your mouth. No matter how tall the mountain is, it cannot block the sun. The person who is his own master cannot tolerate another boss. Think about your own faults during the first half of the night, and the faults of others during the second half. If you want to avoid being cheated, ask for prices at 3 different stores. A person of high principles is one who can watch an entire chess game without making a comment. Guessing is cheap, but guessing wrong can be expensive. A bird can roost but on one branch, a mouse can drink not more than its fill from a river. If small holes aren't fixed, then big holes will bring hardship. A clever person turns great troubles into little ones, and little ones into none at all. Do not believe that you will reach your destination without leaving the shore. Timely return of a loan makes it easier to borrow a second time. The people who talk the best are not the only ones who can tell you the most interesting things. A closed mind is like a closed book, just a block of wood. It is not the knowing that is difficult, but the doing. A single conversation with a wise man is worth a month's study of books. A man without a smiling face must not open shop. After 3 days without reading, talk becomes flavorless. Do not want others to know what you have done? Better not have done it anyways. Do everything at the right time, and one day will seem like 3. You can't tell a book by looking at its cover. To believe in one's dreams is to spend all of one's life asleep. If your strength is small, don't carry heavy burdens. If your words are worthless, don't give advice. Parents who are afraid to put their foot down usually have children who step on their toes. If you must play, decide upon 3 things at the start: the rules of the game, the stakes, and the quitting time. A man should choose a friend who is better than himself. There are plenty of acquaintances in the world, but very few real friends. Pearls don't lie on the seashore. If you want one, you must dive for it. With true friends, even water drunk together is sweet enough. A friend to everybody is a friend to nobody. All things are difficult before they are easy. Time is money, and it is difficult for one to use money to get time. Make happy those who are near, and those who are far will come. To talk much and arrive nowhere is the same as climbing a tree to catch a fish. There are many paths to the top of the mountain, but the view is always the same. Be not disturbed at being misunderstood, be disturbed rather at not being understanding. Tension is who you think you should be. Relaxation is who you are. When the wind of change blows, some people build walls, others build windmills. At the gambling table, there are no fathers and sons. Habits are cobwebs at first, chains at last. Opportunity knocks at the door only once. Giving your son a skill is better than giving him 1,000 pieces of gold.